Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, the T. And yesterday, I had a pretty dang good day. I had a couple of beers on a nice patio with one of my best buddies, Apollo. I got to hang out with some cool ducks and turtles. And for the first time in over 2 years, I got to play electric guitar again as I plugged in one of the Epiphone SGs into the line 6 and played for like 15 or 20 minutes until I started crying because I was so happy and I had like my mask on, and it just felt weird to be totally crying tears of joy in a public establishment. So I bought 2 packs of new acoustic strings and I left. And so for me, this full moon energy has been oddly very good and positive, but things are definitely next level crisis all the time. And globally, this full supermoon Scorpio energy has been no joke. Lockdowns in Turkey, missile attacks in the Middle East, breached and sunk submarine in Indonesia, mass funeral pyres in India, a country with 1 billion people. We have the crypto versus the dollar USA war thingy. You have a volcano parade. I would say this social media full moon energy definitely feels sort of biblical and or like every single sci-fi action movie ever made. You know? Like, these are definitely strange days, man. And so as your planetary defense commander, like, the biggest story right now is the fact that India, a country with 1 billion people, is now feeling the worst of the coronavirus surge we've ever seen on planet Earth in the over year that we've been dealing with it. And so we have seen multiple occasions of governments underreporting the deaths as they're happening, but they are burning mass funeral pyres, and it's happening in multiple cities. Like, it's a horrible situation. And like, if we don't get our shit in gear, this virus is just going to continue to roll around the planet, just like it started around China, and then it went to Italy, and then it went to New York, and then it went to Brazil, and then it went to now it's in India. And so I don't think the south part of the USA is going to have to deal with it super duper majorly until the winter again. And that's only comparatively to India. But like, who's been handling it the best? Israel. And so far USA has been doing pretty good, but like, other countries are totally getting crushed by this. So this is definitely red alert, super high level mass funeral pyres for those who've died of COVID in New Delhi. The city has been cremating so many bodies that authorities are getting requests to start cutting down trees in city parks for kindling. And oddly enough, at the exact same time that shit is happening, lumber prices in the United States are absolutely through the roof. I think they're like $1,200 for just like a basic stack of lumber. So these are definitely super duper strange days. But as your planetary defense commander, I think somehow magically we will continue to make it through it all and prevent civilization from collapsing upon itself, or World War III to break out and everybody kills each other. And definitely the biggest stories have been over the last year have been the virus and the economy, meaning like new crypto. They created a whole new currency backed by nothing and no government. Like, every government usually has a flag and a dollar, which kind of looks like a flag or some type of paper currency. So it has a paper currency and a flag. And so a nation of people who live under that currency and the nation and its infrastructure. And so cryptocurrencies doesn't have any of that shit, which is so crazy. but it just like super exploded over the last year at the same time the virus was exploding. And now certain functions of the commodities and even stocks just start to skyrocket for very strange reasons. Yeah, make every moment count. Hopefully, later at sunset, I might go to the ocean to see if I can see Venus rising in the morning. So hopefully things will calm down when Venus shows up in the sky. We'll see though. And so on the virus front, for lack of a better description, it's like an invisible demon army from outer space that found Earth or our collective negative energy and is killing off our most vulnerable in a very stealthy and weird ways. But now it is hitting India and it is spiking. And so that will continue to be like the big story that will affect everything now and down the road. So it's definitely a good time for people to unite and work together to deal with all the shit that is happening to us right now. Hey man, Team Earth will take all the good help we can get. Happy pink moon, y'all. The full moon isn't the only thing rising in the east as the sun sets this last night. Clear skies provide the best conditions to see the rising of Earth's own shadow along the horizon. The pink-hued spectrum of color above it is known as the belt of Venus. So, we see Venus's belt now. When will she make her appearance in our night sky? I don't know, but we're definitely paying attention. But yeah, I just want to say again, these are definitely super duper crazy days, man. And I'm still floored at the fact that Texas lost 200 people in a storm in February. We aren't even into hurricane season yet, man. It's like a month away. So be cool, play defense, and recognize we are all in this together. And so we're looking at a giant low spinning into the Aleutian Islands, I believe. And if killing human being fashion lately, Mother Nature's calmed down comparatively to like 2012, 2019. You know what I'm saying? Or 2018. U.S. Air Force, accelerate change. We can't accelerate change if we're still trying rotary dial solutions to digital challenges. That's the thing is like the last 20 years have been, we were all analog. And then in like 1999, we became mixing in digital with the analog. And it has been shaky since, but we've still somehow managed to keep it together in a post-atomic weapon age of like 80 years, man, or 60. I don't know about it, man. And so as I was out driving, and driving always feels like the Matrix to me when it's like the highway of suicide. Because like driving on a highway in a major city or anywhere home really is one of the most dangerous things you'll probably do all day. But as I was out yesterday under the full moon energy, I did see a fender bender like happen right next to me. And both people ended up safe and alive and unharmed though. But their vehicles were not. And then I saw the police had blocked off one part of the street I was coming in on. I was coming home because there was some type of disturbance. And so definitely full moon always like lunatic-y kind of energy at times. I think Luna, that comes from the moon, Anyway, so I stay cool and stay sane. And if I'm acting loopy, it's because the full moon energy is fucking me up, man. And sorry to cuss there, but it is FUBAR. It is definitely situation normal, all fucked up beyond all recognition. That's snafu bar. And so, as your planetary defense commander, I'm definitely asking everybody to hang in there, be cool, stay cool. Yeah, things are weird, but I think it will continue to get better up to solar maximum, which is like 2025, 2027. And so it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And I'm super duper grateful to still be here as your planetary defense commander in year 8. And I think I'm going to make it for a decade, 10 years of this. And so let's all try to do better. Stay cooler. And understand we are all in this together. Yo. And so, like, I guess earlier, Elon Musk was making fun of Jeff Bezos' space program. which is interesting. Space programs are weird, for 8 years. And I've been doing THORnews for 8 years already. Like, space agencies are weird, man. And I still, as always, miss the space shuttle. And it's crazy to think the Hubble has now been up its 31-year anniversary. Like, we haven't put up a better telescope than the Hubble in 31 years. That is so crazy to me. I've made so many videos about it, like how nuts it is that America just stopped. We're like, yeah, we built the Hubble, and now we're just going to quit. And that is so, and things have been strange ever since. So hang in there, though. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, but so yesterday was day one of Planetary Defense Conference. And what stage are we at in the fictional impact exercise? We got to take space care. It's a Planetary Defense Commander exercise. I know. I hope I'm doing okay. And I will try to do better. Scissors cuts paper. Paper covers rock. Rock crushes lizard. Lizard poisons Spock. Spock smashes scissors. Scissors decapitate lizard. Lizard eats paper. Paper disproves Spock. Spock vaporizes rock. Rock crushes scissors. April 26, 1986. Van Halen's 5150 came out, and it was one of my favorite albums of all time. Still is. Man, I miss rock and roll. And this is just crazy. And this is just the share of men and women between the age of 18 and 30 are reporting no sex in the past year. In 2000, it was 8. It was only 10% of all men were like, yeah, I haven't had any sex in the past year. But by like 2018, it was up to 28%. That's just nuts. Like how much this is like social media. How like social media has somehow made it impossible, a lot harder for men to get affection, or climaxed affection, or whatever you want to call it. Just saying, we live in a weird world, man. Like the 2008 financial crisis, the explosion of social media, and now we're here, and it's now the explosion of a whole new digital currency, where that currency is not responsible for any people anywhere on this planet. It's like an LLC currency, which is, these strange days, man. The whole weird divide and conquer steps from 96, 2008 to like now. Crazy, man. Wild. But hey, I'm hanging in there. You're hanging in there. In case you were wondering, May's probably going to be a bit nutty because that's when eclipse season starts. And so there is always weird moon energy. The sun and the moon. Depending on how the sun or the moon are doing, the energy seems to reflect that in some way, shape, or form on Earth. And so, eclipse season, May 26th, we get a total lunar eclipse. And then we get a solar eclipse in June. And then we get a full total solar eclipse December, and a lunar eclipse in November. Here, we're looking at the sun firing a coronal mass ejection straight towards Jupiter. I don't know, man. It's like Earth is the new Mount Olympus. That's what it feels like to me. And, some of my fellow Christians are like, hey, we're going to get raptured any time from this Mount Olympus. I'm like, well, we'll see. I don't necessarily believe that. So I'm going to do my best with what I've got and the place that I'm at. Because I think I'm going to be here on Earth for another 10 years. As wild as that sounds. So I'm going to prepare for that. So Astro Fight Club, be cool, play defense. Things will continue to improve, and that hopefully the world will keep getting better in slow increments. Like, human beings really didn't have rights before the 1900s. I mean, they came up with laws that gave people rights, but they couldn't really enforce it. So the 1900s have been totally major steps for all mankind. And so now we're dealing with how to deal with all the abundance. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been sort of an X-Men full moon, in my opinion. My personal obsession right now is when will we get to see Venus in the sky at night? And they say, and this is like old school stuff, is they used to consider Venus, the goddess of war, as the morning star, And Venus, the goddess of love, as the night star. And whenever you can't see Venus, that means she's in the underworld, like it's Persephone or whatever. And so Venus is about to make her return as the night star. So we will see if that whole there's more love, happiness, brotherhood, sisterhood when Venus is in the night sky. Like I said, I'll take any good help that we can get. And as a Christian, like I said, these planets have been in the sky for millions and billions of years. They're even before in the sky before Jesus, so they're part of the same pantheon, man. They're part of the same heavens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure everybody understands that. And they're like our friends in our own solar system. And they're almost always there around. You know what I'm saying? I do think it is interesting on a personal, just watching stuff that Billy and Selena both changed their hair blonde. I want to color my hair. Maybe I get it in like blue streaks with silver. Who knows? I wonder what color Taylor's hair is right now. Hey, that's the thing. I think the whole Venus thing, I'm going to be more romantically cheesy this year, probably, if you guys can handle that. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I'm trying to stay classy. Yeah, we got 3 sunspots right now on the sun. So the sun has been waking up. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you, sun, for that. The sun and the moon, yeah, they're cool and awesome. And sort of like magic. Are things we can't explain. But I am super duper grateful. I'm super duper, I feel lucky and blessed. And I do love my job as Planetary Defense Commander. So I'm going to do my best to give you guys great information and regular updates on all the things. We've got a big storm coming today. Mike's weather page talking about the storm map today. Slow moving system bringing up the rains across the middle of the U.S., including my state, Texas. But I'll do a more just weather video about that. And so, again, to quote Teddy Roosevelt, do the best you can with what you have and the place you are. Plus, you got to make plans and work to have a really great 4th of July this year. And I get my second vaccine shot on the 1st of May. So the first one hasn't killed me, but I heard you can get some pretty crazy side effects on the second one. I mean, just the day or two after. And so I'm going to try and go live the day after. So this will be like because, I don't know. I did it and we'll see what happens. I'm going to be honest about it. That's life. But yeah, I'm feeling a little anxiety, But wish me luck. I'm tough, dude. And I'm special. Asterisk. You see, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people get kind of crazy. And then you throw in super full moon energy. And yep. In conclusion, these are crazy days. I still am optimistic and remain hope. And I feel lucky and blessed for every single day I've had and every single cool person I've ever known. And I love you. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Let's have a great weekend. And be smart, play defense. And the force be with you always. And let us live long and prosper together. Talk to you soon.